Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into the show that's on in the afternoon. Great show today to end the week.
Great show to end the week.
Yeah, man.
Favorite peeps in the house.
We've got Michelle Vijgen in here from Panache. We've got Jen Lomberk in here. She is our Matanzas Rivererkeeper, and we're talking Love Your Mother.
Let's go.
Yeah, man. This is exciting because, you know, Michelle does the fashion shows. She did kind of a small version at Panache last year, which my goddaughter loved, by the way.
You're bringing her this year, right?
I don't see why not.
Okay.
Yeah. We loved it last year. She's got to see the big presentation.
She's got to see the big
deal.
Oh, yeah.
So this is returning to an awesome spot, which we will talk about very, very soon. And a whole lot going on.
Yes, sir.
We'll figure out what this is all about for people who have never been to one of these. It's really exciting and really fun.
Yes.
People have a great time at this. And, of course, it benefits the Matanzas Riverkeepers as well. So we'll get into all of that. We've got your horoscopes. We've got events. I'm on deck. It's okay.
Okay, all right.
It's okay.
Just making sure.
I like the torture. I
You and
like the
Leos,
torture of the horoscope. Yeah. Yeah, me and the Leos. And we'll get into the events and a whole lot more. We're going to have some fun today.
Awesome.
And we will start by telling you about our great friends at Bozard Ford Lincoln. Had Letty on in studio this morning.
Yes, sir.
A lot of big things coming to Bozard Ford Lincoln.
Yes.
They're expanding their mobile services, which is
Bozard
exciting.
Built?
Yeah, Bozard Built. The custom vehicles they're going to start putting together out
Can't
there.
wait. Yeah.
That's really cool. And a whole lot more. They are our local hometown dealership, been doing it for over 75 years as a true family business. They've got everything you need on site there. In addition to great new and pre-owned vehicles, they've got the Quick and Quality Service Center. Speaking of quick, that quick lane where you can just pop in and out on your lunch break. And they're doing a whole lot for you out there at Bozard Ford Lincoln because your family is their family, and they are driven to inspire. Also, our friends at the Bailey Group.
Okay.
They are building custom solutions for happy and healthy employees. Healthy, big key word there. And building the perfect plan to attract high-performing, loyal employees can be tough. Making sure that plan meets legal, regulatory, and other requirements is even tougher. You need a program customized for you, not something that's just off-the-shelf, cookie-cutter, spin the wheel, and here's what you get. You need one that's designed for your size, your location, your number of employees, the demographics, all that stuff makes a difference, and they want to really make sure you get a customized solution that is perfect for you. Let them do that. Give them a call. Set up a quick and easy, friendly appointment. 904-461-1800.
Big supporters of Love Your Mother, too.
Yes.
Very excited.
Yeah. And, of course, our friends at Elace Med Spa.
Yes.
If you are... Let's do a less creepy one next time.
I love you, Greg. I'm trying.
We are trying to find the groove here. We really are.
The lace is the place where you can find your grace.
Hey. That sounds like the Ace
works.
Hardware song. No, but yeah, that might be. Yeah. So if you're craving the perfect blend of relaxation and rejuvenation, Elace Med Spa is your answer. They have everything from luxurious spa treatments to advanced medical aesthetic procedures. Elace's experts will personalize a plan specifically for you. You can enhance your natural beauty with their laser treatments, things like dermal fillers, Botox, and a whole lot more. Contouring, a bunch of great treatments out there. Their hydrofacials everybody loves. Experience top-notch care in their state-of-the-art facility. You will feel refreshed and revitalized at Elace Med Spa.
Yes.
We just talked about this.
I still didn't work. Still didn't. Okay, just one more time just to see. That's definitely not going to work.
No.
Okay.
No, you gave it a valiant effort, sir. 2100 A1A South. Visit them at elace.com.
I'm thinking about it, JV. We're going to come up with something.
We've been weeks now.
We're just like,
Yeah.
okay.
And you know Greg, he's like, can you guys figure it out? Great, thanks.
Okay,
Bye.
bye. On it.
Michelle, Jen, how are y'all doing this afternoon?
Doing great. Thanks for having us.
Of
Yes.
course. Glad to have you back in studio.
It's Friday. Where's the wine?
It is. Oh, you were supposed to bring it. You were supposed to bring it.
She was spoiled last time she was in.
We've got hard liquor in the other room.
Hard liquor.
Yes, hard liquor.
That kind of Friday.
Yeah, it's definitely not 5 o'clock.
Okay, somewhere it is, as they say.
Somewhere it is.
That's right.
I didn't bring wine, but I brought little treats for you guys.
Oh,
And
what
Davey,
is
pour
this?
half out for Clay because I don't really know how much you guys are going to use
Okay.
this. Take one down, pass it around.
Let me see.
So this is a pineapple refining tonic.
Oh, I like this
Okay.
one.
You like this one?
Last time you gave me this in a packet,
Yeah.
so this is nicer. I can get a little bit more
This is a little
concentrated.
travel size.
So how do I use this?
Oh,
so what's
you
this
know,
for?
it's for
Like a
your
cleanser.
You just
Okay.
Yeah.
pat it in.
Like when you're washing your face, this is like a cleanser. Yes,
So-
right afterwards. when you're
Right
done.
after the
Yeah.
cleanser.
Clay, you
apply.
don't have to take any more showers.
You're done.
Just
Clay,
put that on your
just put that
face.
on, you're
It's
good.
a shower in a bottle.
Clay, don't listen to them.
Continue to shower. Okay.
Keep doing it.
All right. Love your mother.
It's happening.
Let's make a hard transition.
Oh my gosh, it's happening.
Love your mother. How long have you been doing this, Michelle?
Well, I have been doing it as a spectator for quite a while. This is my third show to participate in, but Panache has been producing this event since for over 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. So we had a lot of fun. There's a reels, probably on Panache's page and Love Your Mother, of unboxing of past costumes. So Juliana's pulling stuff out of a box.
I saw that one.
Wasn't that fun? There's
Yeah.
a lot of, she's saved of, everything she's created over the years. And
Like an archive.
it's like an archive, yeah. And what's funny to me is I'm like, well, can we use this and like maybe just adjust it a little? She's like, nope, all new creations. I'm like, you're amazing.
Yeah.
You're amazing.
Wow.
So she creates all new stuff. We've got a great lineup. It's going to be fun.
And for people that don't know what she actually does, she basically weaves bags together, like plastic
Plarn.
bags.
We call it
And
plarn.
makes-
Yes,
Plarn.
plarn.
Plarn?
Plarn.
Plarn.
Plastic yarn.
Okay, cool.
Plarn. We have a plarn making station at the salon right now. We've set up a little card table with all these plastic bags.
Any
And
plastic bag donations? at all?
I don't know. We've got they're so easy to come by.
I know.
Right? They're unfortunately everywhere.
But yeah, guests are helping cut and tie it together so that she has a ball ready to start crocheting. I guess it's crocheting. I don't know what's
Yeah.
between crochet and knit. Regardless, they're creating as we go. It takes a while to make all of this. So for you, those of you who are not familiar with the fashion show, it's a trashin show.
Right.
Trashin. So we take trash that would typically be in a landfill or in your rubbish bin going to the landfill, and we make costumes out of it. I
love it.
And there's some pretty epic creations. They make it down the runway, they make it back, and then they get archived.
Right.
And then they get archived.
Is there any sort of theme we're following this year? What are we
So
looking at this
each
year?
designer, we have, I believe, 17 designers right now, would have their own inspiration. So let's think about some shows past. Lucero had the butterflies, right? In the past, Volkswagen and Hyundai have been our title sponsors. And so we had stuff made out, that collection was created out of used car parts, posters, marketing material.
Okay.
Mike, I make a collection, and by make a collection, I make a costume. And I have my coworkers create costumes. We start the show with our Y, which is the children of Panache, because let's face it, we're here to, you're seeing some of the amazing costumes right now. It's pretty incredible. That's all plastic bags. There's one dress, I don't know if you'll be able to find it, Clay, but they're made out of straws. Remember that
Yes,
shaggy,
I've seen that.
like
Yeah.
50, like a jazz
Yeah, the
style
movement
swing,
in that
and
one.
it was straws. That was one of my favorite ones because it blows me away every time. But the collection that will start, it's our children. So anywhere they run the gauntlet. We are going to have some newborns up to Christy's children who are adults now. But at the end of the day, we do all of this to create a better space for our families and leave something better behind than maybe what we were given. So we'll start with them, and they are the Lost Boys of Peter Pan. So that's my inspiration.
Adorable.
Last time was Where the Wild Things
It was
Are.
where- it was Where the Wild Things
Are.
Are.
That's
Yeah.
what
That
we
was
started
cute.
with. Flynn was 5 in that show.
Now he's 15.
Or thinks he is at least.
Right.
But yeah, I'm proud of the kids that they get out there. A 5-year-old he was the first kid out on a runway and started the show. He said it was very scary, but he was proud. And it's still daylight, so they can still be awake and not driving us too crazy. But they'll start off the show, but it'll be a ton of fun. We've got some new designers this year. Davey helped us find, I'm very excited, the Florida Mams.
Oh, yeah.
They are ready to
you
rock
go.
and roll. I think they're going to come up. That dress blows me away every time. She's one of my favorite marketing pieces because it's just how do you even notice that that's trash?
That's iconic.
That's all rubbish.
That's amazing. Amazing.
That was a
really
showstopper.
That was an amazing piece.
Yeah, different teams of designers kind of come in here, right?
We have Susan from Wild Heart Boutique is joining us this season.
So she did
we're
just
excited.
I'm so proud of her. It's going to be great.
Last I heard, she was in. So, this also, I'm more on the finance side and Juliana's on the design team side. So the last I heard, Susan was in.
Fantastic.
So I'm gonna go with that.
Fabulous.
And if she's not, she is now.
Yep. Yeah, we love you, Susan.
Yeah,
all good
it's
stuff.
out there. It's on the 904. It must be true. It happened on the 904.
That's right. Yep.
But yeah, I'm really excited about it. We're taking over the same venue, Blue Water Jeweler.
Blue Water. That was
So,
amazing. My first time I went out there.
Are you blown away, right?
Incredible.
I remember watching Pete just walk around looking like, where have I landed?
Yeah.
This is unreal.
It was very cool.
Hard to describe to somebody who's never been there.
Yes. The vibe is just amazing.
It's
the energy
it's a
is just
vibe.
awesome.
It's totally a vibe, and there's nothing like it in town.
So why is this a good partnership between Panache and the Matanzas Riverkeepers?
Well, I'll jump in and then toss you the ball. How about that? So we are called as a network. We belong to the Aveda Network, and we do host this event in April, which is Earth Month. And Aveda International, we raise money for clean water.
Okay.
So in Aveda's perfect world, we would, part of our donations, not from this event, but through the salon, go to Charity Water, which is an international organization that brings clean water to societies that don't have access to clean water. So thinking a lot about Africa in particular, where women in particular would walk 3.2 miles every day to access clean water. So we help raise money for that, but we also really chose a local route. And as I've heard Jen say before, it doesn't matter what you do in St. Johns County, you're around water, and on some level you're enjoying water. So what can we do to help our local riverkeeper keep our water as a place where we can safely swim, fish, kayak, just enjoy as a boater, whatever that might look like. So several years ago, we aligned. At the time, it was with the St. Johns Riverkeeper because we did not have a local riverkeeper. And Jen can dive into this a little bit more, but the St. Johns River starts, at the top of Florida and works all the way down, and it's connected to water all over the United States. So whatever we can do to keep our area clean really impacts everybody below us, and on some level does impact, the world water supply. So that's why we've chosen to align with Jen and the Matanzas Riverkeeper. We took a great spring break trip to Blue Springs to see the manatees. We saw one. Plastic tracker. We stared at that plastic tracker like it was the cutest manatee we ever did see. We stared at it like, oh, look at that tracker.
So cute.
So cute. We're just waiting for a nose to pop up. But, it was really a reminder for me. This is a personal thing for my team. It really fuels their creative drive and allows them an opportunity and outlet to be creative. Stylists do not go to hair school for root touch-ups.
What?
Root touch-ups are our bread and butter, and I am grateful that I have mine every 4 weeks, and I am grateful for a root touch-up, but they go because they're creatives. And this is a way to take a creative opportunity and turn it into a business, right?
I love that, yeah.
So we love root touch-ups. We love every part of what we do, but what fills the cup is the creative. So sometimes I get really caught up in the costumes and the show and the music and the screens and the vibe. This week was a great opportunity for me to actually remember that the reason we do this is to fill cups and to help support Jen at the Matanzas Riverkeeper. So being out on that water and I got to see a bald eagle, seeing all of the birds flying, and I say the cute alligators. I don't know.
We're in Florida.
It was a big reminder of what we do here directly impacts their water as well. A huge impact.
Yeah.
I did not know, this is DeLand history for you, but the St. Johns River is a windy river. And in DeLand, the steamboats would come through, and it was a hard turn for them. So they dredged, the Army Corps of Engineers came in and made instead of it winding, a straight shot up so that the steamboats could come through.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And I got to actually be on part of the old original river. Which
really?
was quite nice. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh,
OG River. I was on it.
Cool.
And it was pretty beautiful.
That's very cool. So you must love being part of this event, Jen.
Oh,
I mean, it's
so
such a big
much.
deal and draws so much attention to Matanzas Riverkeepers
And it's such
as
a
well.
positive event.
Yes.
So Matanzas Riverkeeper, we are one of about 350 waterkeeper organizations across the world. And so waterkeepers work to protect the waterways that their communities rely on. And as you can imagine, that looks like a lot of different things in different places. So we have waterkeepers over in Africa that are working to provide clean drinking water to remote populations. We've got waterkeepers in South America that are fighting to make sure that foreign corporations don't come in and dam rivers that communities rely on. And we've got waterkeepers across the United States that work on everything from factory farming to industrial pollution to development related issues and kind of everything in between. And the overarching mission that unites us all is drinkable, fishable, swimmable waters for everyone. Those are kind of the tenets of the Clean Water Act.
Okay.
And so Matanzas Riverkeeper right here, we work in St. Augustine to protect the Guana-Talamado-Matanzas watershed. So our coastal estuary, essentially. And so St. John's Riverkeeper is our big sister organization based up in Jacksonville. And we've actually got 15 waterkeepers across the state of Florida. So we each have our own watershed that we work in on hyper local issues, but we also collaborate on state and federal issues through Waterkeepers Florida and through Waterkeeper Alliance. And like Michelle said, it's so important to have someone locally to be able to track these water quality issues and to work on these things, because water is one of those things that people can kind of take for granted. It's there, it's beautiful.
You turn on the faucet and out it comes.
out.
That's huge.
It's clean, but I'm sure that people have heard the stories from around the state of different waterways that aren't doing quite as well as our local waterways are. They've had the manatees starving over the last few years in the Indian River Lagoon. There have been massive fish kills in Biscayne Bay down south. And so we're starting to really see the repercussions of what happens when you start to take your waterways for granted and when you start to neglect that. And something that we really try and teach people is that it is so much easier to keep a waterway clean and healthy than it is to try and go back and fix it and restore it after it's been broken. An ounce of prevention's worth a pound of cure. And that's especially true when it comes to our waterways. There have been billions of dollars spent on trying to clean up polluted waterways. And so we really want to try and instill this ethic in people to try and protect what you love.
What are some of the best solutions that you've seen for cleaning waterways, for helping keep them clean? Is there anything exciting kind of on the horizon that you're looking forward to? Because I know you're just, this is your world. I mean, you are in this every single day.
Yeah. And so the interesting thing about water in Florida is that there are so many different sources of pollution in different places that there's no silver bullet solution that's going to fix everything. The biggest thing that we try to instill in people is just to educate them about what's going on. A lot of people don't realize that everything they do impacts our waters. A lot of people think, oh, I don't live on waterfront property, so if I'm putting fertilizer in my yard, that doesn't matter. Not true. Not true. All the runoff from the streets, from the parking lots, from your yard, everything ends up in our waterways eventually. And a lot of people think that there is some magic treatment system that's going to clean the water, and that's not true. In a lot of places, the water will go directly from your yard through a storm drain into the closest body of water with limited or no treatment. So what you're doing at home every single day really impacts our waterways.
Wow.
Are we doing good? I feel like you come here and like we talk. I feel doom and gloom. But are we on the right track?
We are doing better than a lot of places in Florida. Okay. So the Matanzas is still one of the last places where the water is healthy enough for us to harvest oysters out of seasonally, and that's a huge part of our history and our culture. And obviously, oysters are filter feeders. So you have to have very clean water to be able to safely harvest and eat them. So we are doing better than a lot of places in the state, and we want to keep it that way. That's the goal.
Okay, so say that again. We are one of the last waterways that we can safely harvest oysters year round.
Not year round.
Okay.
Not year round. Seasonally.
Seasonally. Got it. Okay. So we can seasonally harvest. Okay. So if you like oysters and you want to continue to eat local oysters, you need to come to the fashion show.
That's it.
Definitely.
There you go. Wow.
Direct right there. That's it.
Yep,
Direct
that's the connection. And if you eat oysters, if you fish, if you surf, if you swim, if you like to have a glass of wine and watch the sunset, whatever your connection is to our waterways, it's such a critical part of our life. And we've seen across the state the impacts of the places that have been having these water quality crises, that have been having the harmful algal blooms, the red tide, the blue-green algae, property values tank, businesses are shutting down because we are surrounded by water. It is quite literally the lifeblood of our state.
So how is Love Your Mother important to Matanzas Riverkeeper?
So Love Your Mother is one of our biggest biannual fundraising events. So it is huge to keep us going, to keep us doing the work that we do to protect our local waterways. but it's also a really positive way to highlight some of the work that we do. So as you can imagine, working on plastic pollution, it can be a downer. It can be really heavy. When you think about plastic pollution, a lot of people think about the sea turtle eating the plastic bag or the bird with the stomach full of plastic. And a lot of that imagery is just really like, you feel like, what can I do about that? Like with the tons of plastic that ends up in our waterways, how am I supposed to make a difference? And one of my favorite things about this event is that it highlights the issue in a way that is simultaneously highlighting creativity and inclusivity and love and diversity. And so it is certainly underscoring, hey, plastic pollution is a big problem, not just here, but across the globe, but it's doing it in a way that doesn't make you feel like it's an insurmountable hurdle. It's doing it in a way that inspires you to try and make a difference.
To be more mindful.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. And it's just, like you said, it's just fun.
It's so much fun
to be there.
It is so much fun.
So are you guys still looking for models? Or what are you looking for at this point?
right
What do you
now,
still need to pull together?
Ticket sales
Money.
and
Okay,
sponsors.
money.
Yeah,
Yes.
models are people want to be involved in this. So models, I feel like we're good there. Designers, if somebody wants to pull a collection together and thinks they have it in them, by all means, we'll always take another collection. Although I do feel we're on the fuller side than not. But we have some great sponsors from the past that have shown up. We are always looking for new sponsors. It's a great opportunity, I feel like, to be plugged in to a staple of the community. Like this event's been around a long time. And you've got the heavy hitters are involved, the old, the tried and true businesses that have been around a long time that are a big part of our cultural scene, a big part of our giving scene. So it's a way to really get involved on a, I think, high level. Ticket sales, it's going to be fun. It will sell out. It sells out every year. So we've started ticket sales a little early this year to hopefully give some people more opportunity to buy in. But it will happen. So get your ticket.
Jen, with the fund raised from Love Your Mother, what will that impact Matanzas Riverkeeper? What will you do with the funds?
In past years, the funds have helped our litter getter program. So we've got a boat. She's a 24-foot Carolina skiff, and we take folks out on the water to do cleanups, to actually pick up trash from our estuary.
It really is.
Yeah, and last year, I think we removed about 4,000 pounds of trash from local waterways. Yeah, we stay busy for sure. And so this year, we are hoping to kick off our water quality testing program with the funds that we're going to raise from Love Your Mother. So as I mentioned, we've got better water quality than a lot of places, but our local waterways, we're seeing pollution issues creeping up, particularly with fecal bacteria and nutrient pollution. And fecal bacteria is one of those things, people hear it, you don't want it in your water, pretty self-explanatory. But nutrient pollution is one that I think is kind of a curveball for people. People think of nutrients and they think, you need vitamins and nutrients to be strong and healthy. And that's true for waterways also, but you start to run into problems when you have too many nutrients in your waterways. When there's too much nitrogen and too much phosphorus. And that can come from things like fertilizer from people's yards or from agriculture. It can come from septic tanks. It can come from wastewater treatment facilities. And when you have too many nutrients in the waterways, your water quality starts to decline. You start to get those algae blooms that starts to cloud out the vegetation that needs sunlight, and you start to lose oxygen in the waterways, which can lead to fish kills and a lot of marine animals not being able to breathe and survive. And so one of the reasons that you see so many dead animals when you have these algae blooms is because there's not enough oxygen in the water for them to survive. And so the state does water quality monitoring in our local waterways, but they don't have the bandwidth to do enough. They need local organizations like Matanzas Riverkeeper to help them collect the data that they need to identify where these pollution issues are and what the solutions are.
I love that.
That's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, that's huge and so vitally important. Let's talk about big deal parking. Where people, there's going to be a lot of people there. Where are they going to park?
Parking, I know that. I put that on the list. It's going to be an issue, but please Uber.
Yeah.
Can Uber sponsor us? That'd be amazing. Let's put Uber right now. Uber, we love you.
Uber, we're asking that you stay out of the neighborhoods out of respect for Davis Shores. There is parking. We're going to have overflow parking likely at the Alligator Farm, which is where we've had it in the past.
Okay.
And I would say the years in the past we've done it, it's not been an issue because a lot of people carpool, rideshare, Uber, bike. If you're coming from, the reason this location was chosen is because it's so central to every part of our community, right? You can get there from downtown, from the island. You can hop over from 312. It's on the boulevard. It's very easy to get to. It's very easy to grab an Uber and have a drop-off pickup, especially if you grab a few people, and then you can walk from there and have dinner. You can have dinner beforehand and walk down. So it's a very walkable venue, I feel like. So overflow parking will happen most likely at the alligator farm. It is a 1/4 mile hike from them to us.
Gotta walk off that
Yeah,
salad.
There you go.
Yeah, gotta walk off dinner.
I think we'd also talked about, I think it would be a great time to get a room at Voco or at the local.
The local,
The
yeah.
local.
I got a room at the
And
local.
You got a room at the local. We've
Yeah.
got, you'll be behind the scenes if you have a room there because that's where our dressing rooms are.
So much fun.
Talk about a vibe.
It is such a vibe, you guys.
vibe.
Like the behind the scenes on Love Your Mother is such a party. It's so much fun.
So hit the local. There might be a few rooms left, and then you're literally right next door to the venue, and you're on backstage. The venue is the same, but the scene is not. So it'll be changed up a little. It'll
Nice.
be. It's so weird because you say we're having this event in a parking lot, and people are like,
People are like,
"What?"
oh, wow.
Yeah, no,
But
no,
if you
this
were
is-
if you've been at
man.
any of our events, it's a total transformation of the venue, and we're doing. PRI is amazing.
So you are working with PRI
working
again.
with PRI again.
Fantastic.
They are just an amazing group of creatives as well. And if, what they love about this event is I say, do whatever you want. Have at it.
Make it great.
Make it great. And so they get to come in, and typically they're told like, hey, this is our event and this is what we want it to look like. And then they just put it together.
Fantastic.
I say, this is our event. What do you want it to look like? This is what we need. We need a stage. We need some chairs.
Yeah.
And then they just get to come in and get really wild and have fun with it.
Again,
and they
you're
do.
harnessing creativity again in another department
Totally
of this.
different level, and they love it. And they're such a great team to work with. I'm so grateful for them, and they work hard to pull this event off. I had nothing to do with the one at the Unplugged. I said, "Here's your sidewalk,"
Yeah.
and she was like,
Make it a
"Red
runway."
carpet, chairs on the runway,
So
lights
cute.
like this." I'm like, "Let's do it." Green wall, box wall. I'm like, "Sounds great." They made a little stage. I mean, they nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
totally.
You would have never felt like you were sitting in front of Panache in a strip mall, public strip.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was out of
Totally
control.
transformed it.
So they're going to transform Blue Water again. So even though we're doing it at the same space, it won't be the same space.
What about libations?
Libations. So fancy. Our friends at Black Fly
Yes.
and Breakthrough Beverage,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
yeah, they've sponsored the bar. So there
So
will
Nick
be,
Massey back on board.
he's back on board.
God bless him.
He actually called me up. Was like, "We doing this?" And I'm like, "We're doing it."
Love it.
We will have a cash bar. The VIP tickets are a little different, so take a look at the Eventbrite. You'll get all of the details.
Okay.
But there'll be a VIP pre-party. If you go that route, there'll be a massive bar with views of the stage this time, so you don't have to actually leave the event to get a drink. We're looking for a cup sponsor
Okay.
out there. Anyone?
Name it, claim it. Let's
Yeah,
go.
cup
we need a cup
sponsor.
sponsor. A cup sponsor. So
And they get their names on the
they
cups.
get the name. It's a
yeah.
reusable
I still
cup.
have a cup
I
from
still have,
the
it's
one
a
I went to at
great
Blue
cup,
Water.
right?
Yeah.
It's a
Yep.
great
Yes.
cup. So something along those lines again with your name ever present in their cabinet. Every time you pull a drink out, here's your name.
Yep.
It's a great chance to literally get your name in someone's hands.
Yes.
Yep.
Love
Yeah.
that.
Perfect.
Quite
Perfect.
literally.
Phones every single day.
Yeah, there you go.
Where can people find more information?
Super easy. We've put it everywhere.
Yes.
Okay.
Everywhere.
All right.
If you go to getpanache.com, there's actually a Love Your Mother tab that very simply says Get Tickets. It's on Eventbrite, so you can also just go directly to Eventbrite and type in Love Your Mother 2024 St. Aug. It pops up. If you click our link in bio on Love Your Mother St. Aug or on Get Panache, it's in the link tree. There's a link there, and it takes you right to buy tickets.
Okay.
Maybe Jen, have you?
It's on our website. If you go to MatanzasRiverkeeper.org, it is one of the featured content on our homepage.
Cool.
And they
It
can
is
go to
everywhere.
MatanzasRiverkeeper.org and find out more information about the
yeah.
Riverkeepers as
Yep.
well.
Definitely.
I think that even Blue Water has put it on their link tree on their Instagram.
Very
so
nice.
Right.
the tickets are accessible
Very
for sure.
cool.
That's awesome.
It's my favorite event. I love it. Creativity
really is
to the
spectacular.
max.
We
Yes.
have the best MC.
I mean, hello.
I mean,
Yes, you do.
obviously.
Y'all wait for this outfit.
I can't
Wait for this outfit. I'm working with a designer from Los Angeles. Wait
Stop
for
it.
this
Jeez.
outfit. I'm going for it.
Oh, I
Let's
love
do it.
it.
I have one life to live. I'm not waiting for anybody. I'm making this huge.
Make this huge. And, I'll be honest.
I have fallen out of many events this year, Michelle. You know this. I am on this one.
This is fun. It might be the last one.
I know. We never know.
You never
That's why you
know.
gotta live
I
your
am not
life.
committed to another one yet.
focus.
So.
That's right.
Cowboy Davies, the only thing I'm giving you.
Oh,
Oh,
goodness.
that's a teaser.
Like
Yeah.
a rhinestone
So
cowboy.
excited. I got it good.
Are rhinestones involved?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That didn't take long.
That was not a teaser.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, boy.
Goes hand in hand.
I hope nobody ever tries to torture Davey for 904 Now secrets. They will not be tough. Okay. Michelle, Jen, thank y'all so much for coming by.
Yes.
Always fun to have you.
Hosting us.
Appreciate it.
So
I
excited.
always love your mother and can't wait to be out there. It's going to be a blast. I'm excited for it.
You know the love that goes into it. Now
Yes.
you've done an event. You get it.
Yes. Yeah. I hope you are going to recover for a week after this.
Yeah, a week would be nice. It was 2 weeks last time.
I get it. Oh, man. Very cool.
Yeah.
I love this one, man.
So pumped. April 27th. Show up and show out.
And everybody watching, you got to get your tickets and see what Davey is going to have specially designed for him out there.
Very excited, yes. And this is a
Jeez.
great price point event, too. Tickets are $65. You mean
Oh,
we
yeah,
see
that's
so many
easy.
events, Pete, that are like $150, $175. This is something so affordable.
And you get a show.
And you get a great show.
yeah.
You get a great show.
Yeah.
There's a value there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a knockout event. Yeah.
Whole lot of fun. I can't wait.
Oh, hey, you know what? I forgot one thing that's really important.
Oh, what's that?
Bronx House Pizza.
Oh.
New to our plaza is bringing out their mobile fire oven, pizza oven.
No way. They're mobile.
Wow.
Okay.
This is exciting.
I know.
So food on the venue.
There's
yes.
gonna be food at the venue. It's
Sweet.
going big this time.
Sustenance.
I'm so glad I remembered that. So pizza. Yeah,
There you go.
pizza. Mm-hmm.
Can't go wrong
Hey.
with some pizza.
That's
Pizza,
right.
fashion.
Yeah.
Pizza and fashion.
World peace right there.
Very cool. Very
Thank
cool.
you.
Hey, speaking of very cool, you got to check out our friends at Old Town Trolley sometime soon if you haven't been there in a while. And toured the sights and scenes of downtown St. Augustine. Speaking of sights and scenes, it's about a 90-minute tour, 22 stops, more than 100 points of interest that you are just going to be illuminated on here in the city of St. Augustine. I got to tell you, if you got friends and family in town, they love this. It's one of their favorite things to do is go sit on a trolley, relax, see downtown without having to look for traffic and deal with tourists. It's just a great thing. Just a great thing. You're going to have a whole lot of fun out there. And if you're a local, when you bring your full fare adult paying guests, you can ride free just by signing up for the Hometown Pass, hometownpass.com.
The way to do it.
They're Old Town Trolleys. They're the green trains, and we love them.
We do. And for a fabulous 45 years, we love Steve Chapman's All-American
Yes.
Air. Yes.
My mom used to work at Steve Chapman's All-American Air.
So good. I love
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Tried and true. The AC hero of St. Augustine and beyond. We're talking St. John's, Flagler, Duval, and Putnam counties. They're not just experts. They're the cool cats of warranty and non-warranty service work.
That's right.
They also have preventative maintenance service agreements, which is really important, and new construction installation. So you're building something new, now's the time to be able to move in and get some high-rocking efficiency systems. From Lennox Wonders to the ultra-smart iComfort thermostat, All-American Air has all your HVAC products in sight. Give them a call today, 904-461-0070.
Ah, very good. All right, and our friends at Bin 39 as well, the place that you are going to find your new favorite wine. That is a guarantee from me. That is a personal guarantee. They've got such a massive selection of wines out there. Over 85 wines, I believe, and probably grown. They probably have more than that at this point.
Yeah.
50, at least 50 of those rated over 90 points by Robert Parker, which if you're in the wine world, you know that's a very big deal.
Yeah, he don't mess around. Robbie's good.
That's right. They're open from 8 to 8. Go down there and talk to Irving or anyone on the staff. They're extremely knowledgeable about wines. You know, what to pair with different things. Should you do red? Should you do white? Do you do room temperature? Do you do cold? These are all the
Right.
things I know nothing about.
Easter's coming up. Get a bottle of rosé
Yes.
right now. Yes.
And if you need to get something for someone special in your life and they're a wine lover, but you just are not, that's not your world, you gotta go in there and talk to our great friends at Bin 39. Right there on the Orange Street side of St. George Street, tucked in their own little corner there, which is great. You can escape some of the madness of St. George Street and just relax for a little while over some wine. 827-5740. Horoscope time!
Oh boy.
Yay! We end the week with Capricorn and Pisces.
Okay.
Let's do it, Clay. Capricorn. Aspire to climb mountains. You do, Capricorn. But today, you'll probably just trip over molehills. That's how it works. Ambition is great until reality checks in.
Oh, yeah.
Ouch. Pisces, here we go. Dream big, swim deep. Today, you will just be flopping around on the shore of reality. Oh, that sucks. Maybe it's time to wake up and smell the seaweed. I told you, Clay, the beach does have a smell.
I told you.
Seaweed.
Yep.
Great.
Seaweed extract is actually the best skincare for you, so you are on part of the right track. Just maybe Febreze before you get in the car. Hey, oh my gosh, Pete, so excited to tell you.
Whoa, what?
The Nork and Tolomado Cemetery Tour is happening this Saturday, March 16th.
Well, you really hyped that up.
Well, this is exciting. This is a great
cemetery
cemetery
tour.
tour. Yeah, this is happening on 14 Cordova Street. We know that right by, what's the barbecue? Mojo's Barbecue.
Yes.
So 12 to 2 p.m., docents will be on hand to give tours of the first Menorcan burial site in St. Augustine.
That is important here in St. Augustine.
It is very cool. And the tours last for 20 minutes. It is a lot of fun, and it's actually something to get up and get out and do. Questions about Menorcan Heritage Month can also be directed to the menorcanexperience@gmail.com. Very excited for them. That's a fun time. Everybody looks forward to that.
You're going to see a lot of very influential people in that cemetery.
Yeah,
for
very.
Sure. Instrumental to St. Augustine's development.
Dogs are instrumental to my life.
As mine as well.
Yeah. So what's your dog doing on Saturday, March 23rd? Well, join St. Augustine Sunrise Rotary for the Dash for the Dogs 5K, benefiting the Homeless Coalition of St. Johns County. There's also a Puppapalooza event right after that, benefiting the St. Augustine Humane Society at the St. Johns County Fairgrounds from 9 to 5. So there'll be morning and afternoon demos with My Pet Camp, and enjoy a rally of obedience, agility, and some canine fun games that all dogs can participate in. It's free for dogs and they're humans 15 and under. All others are just $10. Check them out over at the Sunrise Rotary page. I'll put link in comments. Puppapalooza.org.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yes.
All right. Hey, speaking of fun, Panache. They're having a lot of fun. Go check out Love Your Mother. Check them out on social media. Get all the links. Visit the link tree. Get your tickets today. It's going to be a blast. We're all going to be out there.
So fun.
Having just an absolutely great time and benefiting the Matanzas Riverkeeper. So don't let this pass you by. It is an absolute must-see here in St. Augustine. Go to Panache's social medias. Go to their websites. GetPanache.com. And make sure you get your tickets because those are limited and they will sell out like that.
And you know who's awesome is the United Way. Join the fun, be a star. The United Way, no matter where you are. They have opened in 1957. It was known as the Community Chest back then. That was the first year they raised $48,000. Well, the United Way has changed a lot, but today with a total impact of over $3 million annually, they continue to fight for the areas of health, education, and financial stability of every human being in our county. We love them so much. The resources are ample. Please check them out on their socials. They're always looking for volunteers. Go to unitedway-sjc.org.
Very good, sir. What do we got to end the day today?
All right, this Facebook group I found is all about wildlife photos.
Wildlife photos.
In honor
Okay.
of Matanzas Riverkeeper, yeah. Next up, this first photo is photobombed by a bug. You see him right there?
Oh, that's a cute little bug.
Right?
Cute little
He's like, hey
bug.
guys. Next up, my 11-year-old daughter took this picture. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Ride
horse
like the
riding is
wind.
fun. Just
Yes.
getting in there and doing it.
Getting it. Next up, my photo skills may be crap, but his posing skills are divine. Yes.
That's one we might see that needs to maybe be a model at Love Your Mother.
Could work. Next up,
Love Your Marsupial.
puppy's in the back. Go ahead and say hi to my 8-point puppy.
Right, there you go.
Next up, tried my shot perfectly. Oh.
Wow.
Timer was off. Next up, this squirrel that gave me the finger. This is you if you were a
Wow.
squirrel.
Look at totally.
What do you want? Next up, this magnificent sight of an elephant on the dusty plains of Africa scratching his balls on a termite mound.
Okay.
Wow, that's a little rough there. Ooh, this next one, realizing I made a mistake.
Oh, God.
Yikes.
I know. That's why you don't touch any snakes,
Don't
damn it.
touch them. Next up, add your description here.
Just a little upset.
It's
He's ready for Friday.
Add it. And this last one is, I'm new to this group. Does this count?
Oh, our little trash panda
yes.
friends.
Just peeking out. Just want to belong.
All right, good stuff, man. Thank you for putting together a good show today. Clay for pressing all the buttons. Jen and Michelle for coming in and informing us about Love Your Mother. So important. Get tickets online today. Have a great weekend, everybody. We will see you very soon.
Bye, everybody.